it's with
right,
a little bit of the
crouch,
load.
Yeah, when he's in a hitting position.
Correct. And I know what your next question is. What happens if you don't have any experience? Well, they default to the average strike zone across all players with the same listed height. So again, they do the strike zone measured when the pitch is halfway to the plate, and our broadcast zone is set by taking an average of the batter strike zone on the previous 50 called pitches.
Which is in line with...
Welcome, Cubs and Pirates fans.
Yes.
Which says the midpoint between a batter's shoulders and the top of the uniform pants when the batter is in his stance and prepared to swing at a pitched ball, and a point just below the kneecap, what we like to refer to as the notch of the knee.
The hollow of the knee.
Hollow of the knee. So the midpoint between the shoulders and the top of the belt when you're in that kind of ready position.
And that ready position, so that I know the top part is the thing that sometimes people get fixated on, but when you're getting ready to hit, you start to get lower.
That's a good point right there. You do drop a little bit.
In the air, right field, going back is Suzuki to the corner, and it's off the top of the wall.
Pirates just added a run.
Two runs are going to come in to score.
5-1
Newman
Pirates.
racing for third, and he's in. So it's 5-1.
And Newman showed a little opposite field power. He almost tied the ball game. The game ended yesterday on a Newman fly out to deep left field. And normally you don't think of Newman as a power guy, but he puts a pretty good charge into this one the other way. Suzuki tracking
Matches
it
the price. 2 runs scored there a bit.
So instead of backing off and playing the carom, he put himself in a position where he might be able to leap and haul that ball in. It'll be a 3-base hit for Newman and more troubles for Kyle Hendricks. Pirates are the only team in the NL Central that Kyle does not have a winning record against. He's 7-10 lifetime against Pittsburgh, despite a lot of good work. His career ERA against the Pirates coming into play here today was .369.
It's pretty amazing how dependable he's been. I mean, you think Kyle Hendricks today, start number 208. He debuted July of 2014.
A lot of starts
the
with one
Pirates
team.
don't have a guy that's made 100 starts over that span.
Who's it? Do you know who would be the leader for the Pirates?
Garrett Cole and Trevor Williams are tied at 90.
Yeah, if the Pirates had kept the pitching they had, they'd have a heck of a rotation right now.
Good nugget.
In Musgrove, Cole, Taylor, and a few others.
On the ground, Nico Horner in the outfield, and throws out Van Meter, and the inning ends. But the Pirates add 2 more. We head to the 4th, and it's 5-1.
See if the Cubs can rally. They've got very good offensive.
They give us love. They give us joy. They give us lessons in sharing. So give them some
very
love
fishy.
back.
Pirates are scoring it
And
all.
what says love better than something you
offensive.
can chew on? Use your MasterCard to make secure purchases from
For a
anywhere.
few innings, see if the Cubs rally.
So your gift will end up in the right hands or mouth. Because being there for each other is priceless.
When you step into a new day, determined, committed, willing to take on whatever's asked of you, that new day is yours to own, yours to shape, and yours to be proud of. Ram, J.D. Power's #1 brand in new vehicle quality.
Right now, during Ram Truck Month, get 0% financing for 72 months on the 2022 Ram 1500 Bighorn.
Applebee's Irresistibles are back, now starting at $8.99. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
So the one run for the Cubs on a Contreras home run thus far. I think that's the Cubs' only hit. That should be illegal.
Our task is to detect money laundering threats fast. So we use random forests to detect the riskiest cases.
Violates their TV contracts.
Well, this memorable moment brought to you by Prevagen. Last night, the Cubs, number 7 prospect Kevin Alcantara walked it off in the 12th versus the Augusta Green Jackets as Myrtle Beach picked up the win 2-1. Alcantara acquired in the Rizzo trade from the Yankees.
Big, strong kid, a very high ceiling.
Other scores, Nationals up on the Braves 2-0 in the 5th. Cleveland and Cincinnati, that's an in-state rivalry there. Tied at 0 after 1. The top of the second, Mets and Phillies tied at 0. How about top second? It is 1-0 Detroit over the Red Sox. Red Sox struggling early on. I mean struggling. Dodgers are 2-0 early. Kansas City and St. Louis got postponed, if you did not hear that.
That's hit hard on a bounce, flagged down by Newman.
Newman to first, and that is a fishy out. That's one of those where it's off the bat you don't think.
Some years ago. So becoming a theme here today.
You don't think there's a chance to get it out.
Turned into outs.
The way he dives and as fast as that runner is.
Defensive plays.
Schwindel, that one's hard to believe that was an out.
Not like a huge fielding percentage guy nowadays, but when you're setting the fielding percentage record of being best since Ray Ordonez in '99, pretty good.
Noteworthy, yeah. Ray Ordonez, he was fun to watch.
Lifted in the air, right field, long run, Park, sliding, can't get it. He'll take a bounce, hop over the wall, automatic double.
That is
Wilson
a grand
Contreras.
double.
So Wilson is 2 for 2.
Lana Rizzo, good friends with Kershaw's wife, said she expects him to retire with the Dodgers.
Looked like he thought he was running
Yes,
out of
that's Mike
time
Napoli.
before
That is
he
the
was,
Cubs
right? You got a little
first base
tentative,
coach.
Approaching the wall there, but it's a home run now double for Contreras. This pitch is actually off the plate. The cutter up.
I turned the volume down.
See the pitcher Thompson with the casual point. That means I did my job.
I
got
turned
a
the volume
lazy
down.
Fly ball here. I did my.
I figured out one of the issues with that.
Parker was very deep to begin with.
What I was saying is that's one of those ground balls where off the bat you don't think there's a chance getting out on it, but they did. But that's low. So Contreras has 2 hits today. Both the Cubs hits, both extra base hits. Can they get him in? Only one down here. Let's see. This be a big run, kind of start the fight back here in the 4th.
Now, when you were pitching, did you ever do
Show
the
up
point?
mouth, yeah.
Do the point, and then the ball lands like 420 from the plate?
And how furious are Nationals fans going to be when Soto leaves? And he's focusing on the Yankees. He's not on my tweet out today. Harper first, now Soto. How furious are Nats fans going to be? And Soto's going to be a free agent in less than 2 years.
And then into the
So
upper
the Nats
deck.
have to make a decision now.
And you can't even blame the wind when you play indoors.
That's in the dirt. This is Ian Happ. He will be staying at Cub. There were trade talks around him. It didn't happen. By the way, if the Yankees were to get Soto, they would go 10 years, $350 for him.
2-1 down.
Just look at his age, and now it's 3-1.
Positioning by outfielders here in the early part of the season.
If Happ can draw a walk, he'll be the second Cub to reach base today.
Out there in right field.
Yeah.
Of course, joining the guys standing on second base.
Way towards the line.
Cubs are very
Just a couple
storage
of steps in
franchise. They
front
have
of
the
warning track. I
best
got a
ballpark
feeling
in
he
baseball.
likes
If you
to
ask me, I've
come in
always
on
loved
the
that
ball
one.
more than he likes to go.
The Mets are an iffy team right now. Very iffy team. They're winning some games, but they're
Feels
starting
a
pitching. They
little
keep
too
injuring
much
pitchers.
In terms of
They've had 5 pitchers go down, 7
pull the
if you
ball,
count DeGrom and Scherzer before the season. Already. What is going on with them? And 4 starters.
Basically saying, I got a Gold Glove.
They're not going to win with that going on. And great cut by
Happ.
Happ. Just hit the top of the ball straight down.
I'll just handle the corner here.
But if now again, there's data on this, so But anecdotally, if you were to look at the outfield from our vantage point, wouldn't you say that Ian Happ is most likely to hit the ball in the space between Reynolds And
I work with a friend to create a Cubs-based podcast.
Left-handed hitter. I think you're going to see a lot more.
We'll see when we get that going.
Than you are down the line, or even straight away right fielder.
Good job by Happ taking the walk.
Whatever.
And so 2 aboard.
So there's a walk, and so
1 out.
Here is Seiya Suzuki, coming one of my favorite Cubs.
So Suzuki, who hit the 2
already 3 home runs, 8 RBIs, a 385 batting average, which over like his last 4 or 5
pitches. JD, check this out.
Oh, but that was Suzuki's
Including his
first RBI of the year earlier. Let's see if Seiya Suzuki can get one. And here's my guest host.
24. He has swung at 2 outside of the strike zone.
Yeah, and I think one of them was a base hit.
Yep.
By the way, this is a story told by Michael Kay. Boog Sciambi, the Cubs announcer, called him and asked if he could use Seiya for Seiya Suzuki's home run calls. How cool is that? That is into left center. Flying it right. It's a base hit. Cubs going to get a run.
Contreras to the plate. And Suzuki.
So an RBI single for Seiya Suzuki. He's an RBI machine. Another player I'd like to talk about is that lefty power hitter in Japan. I shared a tweet about him. You can go check it. Let me grab his name for my tweet. He's going to keep an eye on. Yankees are eyeing him, I'm told by multiple sources.
Seamer trying to move in, trying to get it off
have a
the
look
fat
here.
part on his hands. To a certain extent, he does, but Suzuki's still quick enough to get those hands pulled in and get enough of this
is
floated out there in the
Munetaka Murakami. He is a platinum glove shortstop over there in Japan. He hit 39 home runs, 120 or 112 RBIs last year, so the guy could hit, and he had a 281 average. So he's not one of those all or nothing hitters. Yeah, he can hit.
2 aboard, only 1 out, and it's Jason Hayward, the pitch.
And Hayward takes a hanger for a strike, and I thought for a second it was going to be called a ball. Tying one at the plate here. If Hayward gets a hold of one, this game's tied that fast. And Hayward had a couple of hits yesterday. He's batting .333 off to a very good start for the Cubs.
From Zach Thompson. Last year he threw it about 17.
Yeah, the Mets bullpen is not that good. It is not that good. I think he'll be a lot better tonight. He's going to be a little more focused and ready to go. He's a little more stretched out, and that's a foul ball by Hayward.
Yeah, he saw a couple of good changes here today as well. The cutter for me is
0-2 pitch.
The money pitch for him.
So I think he'll be a lot better tonight. And by the way, Cody Bellinger's starting to have a pretty good year.
Can elevate it to get in on the hands of the left-handed hitters and throw it down and away to
He's looking very good at the plate.
Good action on his sinker as well.
Now 3-0 Dodgers, and I believe Bellinger just scored a run.
I may or may not have an answer.
0 for 1 with the strikeouts. It wasn't Bellinger who scored a run, but okay.
And that's grounded foul. So in this game,
and another foul ball.
Until Contreras came up with the double, Zach Thompson had not thrown a pitch.
So Suzuki, he's been being an RBI machine early. He's got 9 RBIs, got 3 home runs, and the batting average now up to 429. Suzuki is on pace right now for about 45 home runs, 130 RBIs, and a batting average somewhere in the 340s.
I would say
we'll see if he holds that pace. Another 0-2 to Jason Hayward. Oh, that's at least 6 inches in off the plate. Call a strike. Hayward gets mugged.
And I think that's why some guys just stay out of the stretch or some modification of the stretch all the time.
That strikeout is not on Hayward.
And their man on base.
Pirates fan just mentioned me. That wasn't a strike. We'll take it, though. Yeah, Pirates fans will. Cubs fans going to be furious.
That's where Knapp was set up.
By the way, National Source says, yes, the Nationals are working on trying to figure out what to do with Soto now that he has rejected their attempts to extend him. Just got something on Trevor Bauer. It's extended to April 22nd. He's not pitching again in the MLB, I'm telling you. He's probably going to work that buyout I've talked about ahead to Japan.
Nothing in 1 to Patrick Wisdom.
And Rachel Luba, somebody in her office sent me a message about it. I'm not going to share much in that. Safe to say that they do not expect him to pitch for the Dodgers again.
Great time for him to get into one.
So this is Wisdom.
A
check swing the other way, and impossibly, finds the only infield on the right side of the infield. That is literally impossible. That should have been into right field before they could blink. That is literally impossible. I've got to send this one to
Getting back in
the Cubs exec I talked to.
Pro Solutions is helping to protect the businesses we depend on, backed by training and protocols proven to help stop the spread of germs. See how Lysol Pro Solutions can help your business. Lysol, a trusted standard for protection.
When you step into a new day, willing to take on whatever's asked of you, that new day
also, it's fishy. I got to the fielder so fast.
And yours to be proud of.
I mean, got over there. That should have been a slow roll that barely passed the pitcher. When I checked things, the batter's not trying to put anything on it.
Applebee's Irresistibles are back. Now starting at $8.99. Now that's eating good.
Right source, but the wrong chat. So you might not get it. Or did it go to the right one? Let me check on this. And by the way, we're going to be seeing trade talks from now to the trade deadline. Okay, what's wrong? Teams are constantly looking to fix things in that. By the way, I heard from Elon Musk himself, he's working to fix Twitter. He's looking to hire a holding management team that will not be just deleting things just to delete them and such.
When you step into a new day,
by the way, there's Japanese outfielders, infielders on both sides of this game. Yoshi Tsutsugo plays for the Pirates.
That new day is yours to own.
He's having an okay year.
And yours
He's found a home
to be
Pirates.
Proud of. Ram. J.D. Power's #1 brand in new vehicle quality.
Right now, during
235,
Ram Truck
no
Month,
homers, 2
get
RBIs.
0% financing for 72
So he's
months on the
pretty good stuff.
2022 Ram 1500
He's not much
vehicle.
bigger than
Because we go to the bottom of the fourth, and here is
Suzuki.
Our Sharman.
Somebody has messed me something. Let me check it. See whether I
Kyle Hendricks,
talk about it on air. Let me
last
see.
year in zone whiff rates, that's all pitches.
Stephen Kwan, another Korean guy, 100% off heads or use it stealing, cheating. It is literally possible to go 10 for 14 without a strikeout to start your MLB career. That is literally possible. Even big-time reporters have been mentioning how fishy that one is.
I think that one of the things you see and why we chose those.
Now, Fabian Ardea, the best about MLB stuff, best reporter about them. He's one of the top insiders. He confirms it. Bauer will not be back until April 22nd. Means he's probably out till June because he's got to do a spring training, and that's if for some reason
post high numbers in that
the Dodgers keep him. I just don't see coming.
Would be the hard throwers, right? The guy's gonna blow it by you at 97 through the heart of the strike.
Kyle Hendricks still out there.
Hendricks obviously is that guy. Max is out about
having a pretty bad outing, but trying to eat some innings right now. That's well inside.
Again, the Brewers.
Tsutsugo was a perfect fit for the Yankees till he went to the Rays, and the Rays ruined his swing. Now I don't think anybody would want him.
I was just able to kind of parachute that thing in there.
He also talked about the value of his fastball going down and away.
Gio Urshela's made 2 errors in his last 2 games. The Twins just getting beat up on. Keep that one in mind.
Like he wanted it to. So that was a huge part of the changeup success.
That one's granted the right side. Great play by Schwindel. Diving stab. Gets the out. Great play there.
Nice job all the way around.
By the way, one thing.
I do believe we have a little defensive montage coming our way later on in this ball.
Yeah, I'm going back and forth between the comments and such. The game as much as I can. A couple people have asked me about that. I'm going to check see how Luke Voigt's doing early on here. Let's just have a check here. I like to check how players have been traded or doing with their new teams.
Now here's Hoy Park.
So let's go to San Diego. Right there. San Diego's at San Francisco, and the Giants are off to a slow start. I can tell you that much. Luke Voigt batting .235, no homers, 1 RBI, no the goings. He's been DHing and playing first base for them. So they haven't even updated pick for the Yankees picture yet on ESPN.
Horizontal
That's
and vertical.
way wide. Bad pitch from Hendricks.
To move across and down from lefties, or down and into righties, and the same thing with the
Chris
changeup.
Trapazzo.
Near one another, but just different speeds.
Yeah,
right?
you talk about tunneling. The ball comes out of the hand, it looks the same way.
Giant catch radius, good athleticism, and routes after the catch. Stellar blocker about tight end Rucker. The top tight end of the draft. He's expected to go late first round
he's
right now.
Probably not going to be happy with obviously the results here today.
That's way wide. This is the former Yankee shortstop. I think he'd be far better than the Yankees have now. This is Park. Deho Park.
Played good feel for his breaking pitch, so it's a struggle here today.
He's gone to Hoy. It was Dehoy. He's just gone to Hoy Park. A lot of Koreans and Asians are doing that, where they're trying to make it easier for Americans. Where they're giving themselves a nickname like Yoshi Tsutsugo. He goes by.
Look, when he got the double play from Reynolds after the leadoff hit by Vogelbach.
And Seiya Suzuki going by Seiya. I mean, his name's a lot more complicated than just Seiya. By the way, I've talked with Seiya Suzuki. I've had a few interviews with him, but I've not publicized him. And that's in the zone, but called the ball. Oh, he did call the strike. I thought he was calling it a ball.
Park was about to throw the
full count here to Park.
Wegner said, "Nope, that's the strike. 3-2."
Ben Campbell,
Marcus
also a
able to make
former
an
Yankee,
adjustment.
is on this
Struck out
Pirates
last
team.
time.
There's
Really
a couple
bad
of them.
swings at the Hendricks change.
Latest update of Brian Reynolds. Expect him traded around the trade deadline.
Upstairs.
It's going to take a haul to get him, though. We're probably talking 2 top 5 prospects and 3 top 10.
Going back to Frank Schwindel's defense, though, Boog, you mentioned it, a lot of work this offseason.
Here comes the
He
chubby
told me he
dude.
was really focusing on his footwork and not
Daniel
getting set
Vogelbach,
too early.
batting
He
his
felt
200.
like
He's yet to hit
last
one out, but
he was getting set
he gets
too
hold of the
early,
pitch,
and
it's going to
focus for him is
fly.
to get set in that position right
That's
at
not
the
that
point
hard of a dive
contact,
if you
and so
time it
timing
right,
up the hitter
which
is
Schwindel
key
just
for
did.
him, and he
If you
feels
don't time it
like
right, it's
he's
incredibly
taking
hard.
steps forward with all that work he put in the offseason.
So the plan
That's
going forward, as far as what
definitely
games I
paying
do, I plan to do a Cubs game every week, a couple Yankees game every week, and then a random
there
game
is a
every week.
rhythm to
So I'll do
it,
4
right?
games a
When
week
a-
if I
when
can.
an infielder or an outfielder, for that matter, gets set.
And Vogelbach to center field, the base hit. Pirates have a rally going. That was a hanger.
Hayward fires it in.
That was a hanger there.
And the second hit of the day for Vogelbach.
Wait, somebody tried to tell me the Yankees to trade Judge for Soto today. You might have seen that tweet. Not happening, I'm
There is
told.
action now in
The Yankees
Cubs
want to
bullpen.
extend Judge and
Remember,
get
the
Soto
Cubs are heading
to have this
Denver
unbelievable
after
middle
this ball
lineup
game
with
for
Rizzo,
4 game set.
Stanton,
You
or
know
Judge
you're
Stanton,
gonna burn some
Soto,
bullpen when you're
all
out
4 of them in
Dave
there in
Ross
some
hoping
mix.
to get some innings out of Kyle here
And
today,
Soto can play center field, remember that.
realizing that he might have to make a move to the bullpen.
And I think it's more
earlier
likely
he
than not
anticipated.
Soto gets traded.
Michael Rucker up. in the
And
bullpen
far more
for the
likely than
Cubs.
not to the Yankees, if anywhere.
2 on, 1 out. Hendricks pitch count at 72. And the Pirates
By the
leading
way,
5-2.
Soto hit a home run. I'm not sure why ESPN isn't showing it.
Dangerous hitter at the plate, and Brian Reynolds 0 for 2 today.
Yeah, he's got 2 home runs this
First
year, 2
off,
RBIs,
it was
and 26
inside.
batting average. For those wondering.
Talked about Ian Happ coming to this ballpark.
I'm going to click on his career game
Sitting in
log
the upper
here
tank and
on
watching
ESPN. You
Andrew
can check
McCutcheon.
this.
Brian
We love our new
Reynolds was
apartment.
traded for
There's too much pressure in the bathroom.
Okay,
January
what is this?
Good luck with
What
the
am I
future
hearing?
in-laws tonight.
Don't overthink it.
I don't see anything to be playing.
At least Geico makes bundling our
Wait a
renters and car
second.
insurance easy.
No, that's not it.
Oh boy.
I hate when ESPN does that, where it's
Back
playing an
is
ad that you can't
Hayward,
see.
Makes the catch, tagging from second.
There's the
Park.
second out by
Vogelbach will
Hendricks.
stay put. And there's
The
2
Cubs are more than
outs.
good enough to rally back against the Pirates. Okay, they're not showing his defensive game log on ESPN, so I'm going to check another place here. So I know he's not just a right fielder. He was a left fielder when Harper was there. So. And
For Kyle
today, he
Hendricks,
has 1
by
hit
the
and 3
way,
at bats, by the way.
4 walks, the most he's had in a game since 2018, and it matches his career high.
And he did score a run as well, speaking of Soto.
For Carl here today. Hayes in this one, 2 for 2. And the first
I'm going
offering
to put
in for a strike. There's that
game
curveball.
logs. I'm trying to see what positions he has played in. It's a hard time finding it. So let's try a couple more things here.
Pirates leading 5-2. We're in the last of the 4th.
Oh, come on. There we go.
Park at third, Vogelbach at first. And a foul ball makes it 0-2.
One of the things you really have to admire about Kyle Hendricks is he's like a metronome,
Good
right?
career fielding. This
Whether
might
he's
show
pitching
me.
a complete game
Yeah, he's got
shutout
left field,
or
right
on
field,
a
and
day like
center
today,
field games
nothing
over
changes.
100 in all
The expression
3.
doesn't change.
Now,
Still
far
competing
more
on
left field
every
and
pitch,
right
fighting
field.
it for sure.
So Juan Soto's a versatile
You don't get that
outfielder.
look of
Well, that's the Yankees replaced
exasperation
Gallo
or,
with
you know,
Soto
quit.
next
There's
offseason.
no
How many Yankee fans can complain about that
pitchers
one?
out there when it's not going their way. You can tell by
No,
their
we're
body
talking
language that
Volpe,
they just
Dominguez,
cashed it in.
Medina, all in this package. That's bounced
Stopped
in.
by Wilson, totally. He's the same.
Terrace
Stays
easily
even.
blocks it. Well, I think I'm having a
Every
lot of
time.
talk to a lot of baseball fans and Yankees fans, especially like Sam. Everybody knows her. As Kike Hernandez got his first home run.
And frankly, I
The
think
Red
that's
Sox.
what led to some of those really bad outings last year. And just in the sense
Kyle
that if you're
Gashioka's been
watching
horrific
him
thus far.
and
I
having
mean,
the trust
horrific.
that you have
Go
in him,
check
yeah,
questions
he's
here.
gonna find a way to
Tyler
get
Wade
through
is doing
this.
like if
There's a
he
couple
Velasquez
more
is at
innings.
AAA,
Last year,
hasn't played
A lot
yet.
of times that didn't
Jose
happen.
Ramirez did go down, took off his foot or ankle, and hit by
Taking a line
pitch.
drive, and that's a base hit into right field. In to
And
score
6-2. How fishy is it? An
Clark.
offense as bad as the
Keep
Pirates
Hayes
gets to run
with
back
his
like that. That's
third
Brian
hit.
Hayes, though.
And it knocks
He's off to a
in a
red
run,
hot start. Just
6-2.
got a massive extension. He's the Pirate star going forward. After Brian Reynolds is traded. Brian Reynolds batted his 238, so not such a good start. And that is an unbelievably fishy pitch to even make contact with. The break on that makes that seem like he knew what pitch was coming. That one is fishy. My goodness, is that one fishy. That'll do it for Hendricks, and the look on his face is pure anger as if he knows that was a sign-stealing swing.
We got a pitching change here in Pittsburgh. Kyle Hendricks done for the day.
They give us love.
Want to know the definition
They
of a
give us
false
joy.
flag?
They give
The
us
cameras
lessons
just
in
happened to be down in Las
sharing.
Vegas, Epstein, John-Luc Brunel,
So give
and
them
the New
some
York
love
subway
back.
shooting yesterday.
And what says
That's the
love
definition
better
of
than
a false
something you
flag.
can chew on? Use your
No
MasterCard
way the
to make
cameras have
secure
it down in all
purchases
four
from
of those.
anywhere. So your gift will end up in the right hands or mouth. Because being there for each other is priceless.
You know what a false flag is? That's an event that is faked to forward a political agenda. It's the best definition I could give. I have a hard time believing they're happening, but I'm seeing so much evidence they're happening, so as much as I'll talk about on that. Top transfer
Applebee's
classes as of
Irresistibles are
today,
back.
Arkansas.
Now starting at
leads.
$8.99. Now that's eating
So
good
that's
in the
interesting.
neighborhood.
SEC school.
When you step into a new day,
Rough outing for Hendricks, yeah, very rough.
committed, willing to take on whatever's asked of
Did you see what John Boyd posted earlier?
That new day
Saying that the
is
Blue
yours
Jays
to
would
own.
be trying to find a way to delay the
Yours to
start of the
shape.
game for 4 minutes.
And
Any way
yours
possible.
to be proud of.
To get to Cole.
Ram.
I'm not sure it happens,
J.D.
but
Power's
yeah.
#1 brand in new vehicle quality.
Kershaw looks pretty good
Right
today,
now,
by the way.
during Ram Truck Month, get 0% financing for 72
Nasty
months.
slider, Kershaw. He threw the curveball slider,
Ram
changed it to
1500
fastball.
Bighorn.
Just nasty.
Phillips presents One Blade. Trim, edge, shave. For every style, for your style. Phillips One Blade. Your style made simple. Together, we make life better.
Phillips.
Sports Network is brought to you by your local Hyundai dealer, who invite you to check out Hyundai's all-star lineup of SUVs, sedans, and hybrids. By Advocate Healthcare. Let's live well and make the most of every moment, game day, and every day. By Wintrust, proud legacy partner of the
Maybe
Chicago
drop it in an article
Cubs
announcing the
and
history he'll be
exclusive
making
home of Cubs checking.
soon.
And by Guaranteed Rate.
I'll be after the game. There it went. Due
And
up for the
welcome back,
Cubs.
Michael
Looks
Rucker
like
into
it's
the game.
Park.
It's the Budweiser pitching change.
Number
This
9
one's
hitter.
for
No,
you.
that's the Pirates line.
And Michael Rucker making his first appearance of the young
It
season.
looks like
20 ball
Villar.
games
Yeah,
last year,
Villar landed with the
6.99
Cubs.
ERA for 28.
Jonathan Villar and then Nico Horner. Once the Cubs get up, that's a
in the big
foul ball and a
leagues.
strike. Nico went out here and put up a couple runs in the next inning and see if he
Last
can start
time he
rallying for the
faced
Cubs.
A live batter.
The biggest deficit overcome to win a game is by the Blue Jays. They came back from
Cactus
7-0 this
good-
year.
good out in Arizona.
And the Rangers are calling it BS on that. They said they can prove that the Blue Jays are stealing signs. Cody Bellinger just rocketed one to the corner.
7 years old now, 6'1",
And the game just got canceled on me. I will not be umpiring today. It might be a game on Friday.
2016.
I might have to restart my computer and restart this thing.
Pick off down
Game
in
next
second,
Tuesday got
and they
canceled.
got him. Wilson Contreras.
Contreras just picked the
with
runner off. Just crashed. I can't see comments till this reloads. Prediction tonight. Blue Jays are not going to score 7 runs. Not to call the mound. Get this. A Las Vegas casino owner has major bets on the Yankees winning the next 2 games. He was absolutely perfect on the score of the first 2 games. Tonight he has the Yankees winning 8-2. Tomorrow he has the Yankees blowing into double digits with a 13-1 win. He just thinks the Yankees offense is going to break out.
Now starting at
His
$8.99.
notes on it. What the hell is going on? Google Chrome keeps crashing on me. I do the fixes, it works like half hour, and it keeps crashing again. You've got to be kidding me. And I don't know what
When
the
you
hell is
step
causing
into a
it.
new day, willing to take on whatever's asked of you.
I'm
That
going to
new
try to get
day
ahead of it.
is yours to
Close the window out, then bring it back up on my own. I'm going to see if it comes back up on its own for a second here. The offense is due for a breakout, and Barrios didn't even get through an inning last time. That's why I say that. Okay, did not come back up on its own. I'm going to bring it back up. See if that reset anything within Chrome. But I've checked for viruses, can't find a virus. I've reset Chrome. I've restarted the computer. All the known fixes. It's still not working. I've taken my graphics issue, which I have a new graphics card. I haven't installed it. It won't even load before it's crashing right now. I may have to restart the computer and start a new live. Or just end the live here. This is infuriating. What's fishy, I see a black box pop up as if it's a DOS box. Then it crashes. It should not be happening. I've done every fix in the books. And I can get it fixed for a few hours and it happens again.
0.5, but an out.
2-0 count now on Villar. They call it VR. It is not.
VR getting to start
it is
second
Villar.
base. Magical getting
His
to
dad said that. Several players' dads coming out correcting pronunciation of the players' names. The MLB keeps it quiet, though. You've got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. This is impossible.
Some good sinking action on the fastball.
And that's a base hit to center field for Villar, so he gets the inning started right. For the Cubs, anyway. Now Nico Horner had a home run. First game of the season. First home run hit by any player in baseball.
First one to Nico.
That's a strike. He should have
been there for a strike. Horner 0 for 1.
Because I was told by Google themselves it's an issue where Chrome needs to reset itself. It doesn't need to reset itself 100 bazillion times like this. Gotta be kidding me.
From a shoulder strain.
Notice that it was Andy Green that went out and made the pitching change.
Like another game just got canceled on me.
Not sure what's going on with Rossi.
Oh, that's out the pitcher. That'll be another hit, back to back, and here comes Ortega. Rafael Ortega. God damn it. Now after you start the computer, I don't know what's going to do to the live. Sorry, guys. Fucking pissing me off. Get sick and tired of this damn issue that doesn't make sense about.